What's up? We're just going to wait for people to get in the room. Just waiting for people to get in the room before we start doing this. We're going to be talking about stage presence and crowd reading today in our live topic. Just going to wait a little bit longer for some more people to get up in here. Hey, yo, what's up? Alright, well, I guess we could do this anytime, or people could watch it anytime, so let's get right into it. So, with stage presence, I think it's a very important part of being a performer. DJs get stuck in this mindset of just playing music, and that is right to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, we're not just people that play music, we are entertainers, and stage presence is a humongous part of that. Having stage presence can be really simple, or it can be really complicated. It all depends on what level you are and what is comfortable for you. I see so many people start playing out, and they're very rough and rigid on stage, and through everything you're doing on stage in front of people, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're an actor, whether you're a DJ, whatever you do, whether you're a public speaker, you're always everything you do is a communication. Your body language is a communication, and people read that, and people feed off that. It communicates, it transfers energy. So like when a lot of people first start playing out, they're very nervous, and a lot of times you could tell. Other DJs watching this right now, I'm sure you can agree when you have some friends or people that go and they get their first gig, you can tell they're nervous as fuck. And it's not even that they say anything. And even if they're sticking their mixes, you could just tell by their body language, by their stage presence. And so it's really important to consider that and to think about that, to be conscious of that constantly whenever you're performing. Having stage presence and positive stage presence is as easy as getting on stage and starting your set and then just enjoying yourself. It is that easy. People always say, what do I do? Like, how do I have good stage presence? What's the trick? Have a good time. Start there. Start by just having a good time. If you are enjoying yourself, people that are receptive to your stage presence and your body language are going to feed off that, and it's going to work in your favor. People that I look up to and that I admire for their stage presence, some artists that you guys could look up. John B is a drum and bass DJ. He is a incredible performer through and through, very animated, very interactive. He's great. Younger Carl Cox, that was actually one of his that was a trademark of his, is that he just went wild when he played, and it was very infectious, and it got people into it. And I think, young Carl Cox is a great example of just how far having great stage presence can take you, because people could not get enough of him, because he was fun. He was fun to watch. He was fun to dance to. Younger Donald Glaude, same way. He's also a beast on stage. In the hard dance community, you have Mark E.G. Mark E.G. was a beast on stage as well. And also Yoji Biomechanica. I probably said his last name wrong. But there's a legendary video of him playing at Sensation Black. You could look it up on YouTube right now. And it's probably like a 16 to 20 minute segment of his set from Sensation Black. And he just commands the stage. Absolutely commands it. It's even captivating just to watch it on YouTube. He's just such an entertainer. So that's what I got to say about stage presence. If you have any other questions about that, feel free to leave it in the comments section. I will reply to you specifically. I can't make these videos and do comments real time. It's just overwhelming. So beyond that, we move on to crowd reading. Okay? And before we even get further into crowd reading, I'm just going to say this is governed by a principle that I apply to many aspects of being a DJ. and that is that preparation is the foundation to success, always. I'm not saying that you have to do a ton of preparation every time for it to work, but when you really start to get a handle on the effectiveness of your sets, preparation is the foundation of success. Personally, crowd reading for me starts before I even get to the party. The crowd reading starts for me in one of two fashions. One, when I've identified I want to play at a specific event, or two, the moment I get booked, if it's a booking that comes in that I wasn't expecting. And what I mean by that is that I do my homework. Do your homework way ahead of time. If it's a party that you want, go to the party and learn from what the other DJs are doing and the responses that they are getting. And then see where you fit into that and see how you can fit into that. If I get a booking where it was unanticipated, then I start doing my homework immediately. I start trying to do whatever I can, looking up pictures of previous parties, videos of previous parties, other DJs that have played previous events. I listen to their sets, and I try to get as good of a feel for the vibe that's already being kicked at that specific party. So you asked, some smart ass might ask, oh, what if it's a one-off? Well, then you get there early. Bring a diverse, look at the lineup, bring some music on your playlist that's going to fit in your opinion, and then get there early and watch how all the other DJs get responses. And try and fit yourself into that as well as you can. Not to say that a lot can't be done in the moment. It absolutely can. I've heard from other DJs that the first 4 or 5 tracks will be different kinds of tunes, and they gauge how people react to them to determine the direction of the rest of their set. I tend to pre-plan a lot of my stuff. And I'm really good at it. It works out for me a lot. Some people can't do it. Some people can. I'm really good at pre-planning my stuff. And so for me, it's easier for me when it comes to crowd reading to anticipate as much as I possibly can so I can create something that I feel fits. And a lot of the time I get it right. So with any questions you got further on crowd reading, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will definitely get back to you on that. This has been another edition of DJ Advice and Party Wisdom with Meraki. If you've got any other questions or anything to do with DJing and or nightlife, social politics, etiquette, situations, very specific situations you're finding yourself in that you want me to ramble on about, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will definitely get back to all of them that is worth making a 5 to 6 minute video about. Until next time, y'all. Peace.